start streaming. Okay. It says we're live. I'm just gonna go ahead and assume that we are. All right. I did not prepare anything for anything on this stream. Just by the way.
No talking cards, no talking points.
It's just us and the bar. It's the bar sounds. And right now
here we go again.
sounds.
Here we go again. You've dragged me out to this godforsaken bar. What do you want to talk about, Necro? Like what is so pressing that we're back in this hole?
A lot of things. Sorry. We're trying to set the theme here. Bar got a little loud there. We got on our docket that we need to consume product.
Congratulations. The only product I'm going to be consuming is alcohol.
This is true. I probably need some more like Red Bull for this Jaeger bomb, but I think I'm okay.
So what product? What is the correct product that we should be consuming right now? What do I need to know about?
We need to know. Oh, sorry. Oh God. Sorry, the Jaeger it's burning a little bit. Okay. We need to consume more filth from Hollywood.
Filth from Hollywood. My favorite.
Of course, it's my favorite.
What's on the screen here? What am I looking at? Is this the product? Should I be consuming that smug product?
Of course, we're going to be consuming this exact product. The reason being for that is that you should always eat the slop that's been given to you.
It's delicious.
It is truly a thing of beauty.
It's as toxic as straight vodka. Fantastic.
Exactly. So we got a lot to cover in this wonderful 11 minutes and 40 minutes. Sorry, I started drinking an hour ago. So I'm not exactly in the right state of mind here.
You should always pre-flight. Absolutely. Before any big event.
We should just, I don't know, Mile High. We'll figure out the name
Before
later.
any big event, you should always kind of just, grease the gears, if you will.
Pre-game. Mm-hmm. I agree.
You got to pre-game.
I love it. Pre-gaming.
It's the only way to numb the pain.
Yeah, it's gonna be much needed, especially after last week's hurrah. And I think that people should probably note that the video that we're gonna watch today, he privated this video, and this was only right after we got the Ishizoku reviewers video.
Weather is terrible, and it's only getting worse.
It kind of is, and so we have to look at this video to know exactly what is going through his brain to consume product.
Going through his brain, you mean the little hamster wheel? It's spinning. It's kind of turning. It's turning the belt. The belt runs out to the little drive shaft and spins. And at some point, the spinning tips over a bucket.
Mm-hmm.
The bucket spills water down a nice little slide into a cup. The cup then overflows. It drops onto a cat. The cat jumps up, runs around the room in pseudo-random patterns because it's a cat.
Mm-hmm.
Before jumping up into your lap and digging its claws into your thigh, and finally inspiration. That kind of thinking.
Mm-hmm. And
hate it. Thanks.
It's that's why I'm a dog person. Dogs are great. I'm a pupper. All right, let's delve into this video of Sonic Pokemon and the stupidity of fan outrage. And you're probably wondering, why is this title the way that it is? Well, that's because this video came out a couple of months ago. Like, I want to say maybe right before the end of the year, probably like Christmas or so. And he decided that this was the video he wanted to make about how you should just consume product again. And this is before we, had to consume product before that. So here's this video where if you criticize something, or if you don't like a product, you're the one responsible for why it would fail. I mean, as we all know.
Or if you like product, you are selfish for wanting product to be improved or to meet a standard.
Of course.
Let's also consider that angle to Sonic the Hedgehog.
Good old Sonic.
Or think of poor corporation.
Poor corporations. They don't have enough money. So give them all your money. Just sell them all your things. Get it out of your house. You don't need that.
Sonic with individual teeth. Human teeth.
God.
So the new Sonic design is out, and it looks better, as expected. Also, as expected, everyone's turning around and saying this is a huge improvement, and now they're on board for the film now because, admittedly,
yeah, everybody's on board.
Oh man, everybody is happy and saying it's an improvement. It was
100%. I mean, there's no.
Let me just step in and say it was.
Yeah.
Where is the lie? He's prefacing it as though that is a lie, and it's like, no.
No, everybody collectively around the internet, except for like the two people, the two furries, were like, no, I hate this.
Two, not even two like sincere furries, more like two furry contrarians who decided everybody is a little bit too happy for my liking. No, I hate it. I wish they kept the old one. And then there was one guy, I think it was Drake Dragsaw, the guy who sends people gore for liking Mega Man. He said it was some outrageous bullshit of, oh well, since you guys now like the changes, they're gonna crack down on the animators even more. And it was just like, Jesus Christ, dude, like find something you like. Please. For the love of God. Everybody is happy. And you're the one guy in the party, in the corner, right? You're saying, my feet hurt. Oh, man, I bet those animators were under so much crunch. Ugh, corporation got away with it.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's just like, God forbid, the fans, or rather even the casual viewer says, the product kind of sucks, actually, and you get something better out of it. God forbid. I'm sorry. This is like a tangent.
Oh, yeah, don't worry.
We're only how many few seconds in? We're only a few seconds in. Please,
look, you were worried about us
piece.
Doing all of this in maybe it won't be that long of a night, and we're 14 seconds.
It's 11 minutes. It's 11 minutes long. The only reason we did 2.5 hours last time was because it was a 19-minute video. This is going to be so much shorter. But please, like, let's just forward, please.
This is a really good live-action Sonic design. However, there are some of them who seem to forget that there are people who worked on this film.
I mean,
I called it. Look, I called it.
Like no shit, people worked on this film. What does he think it was made out of? Like, did he just think that maybe the Earth just gave us this? People made it, of course.
You should have just took it the way it was. We should have just all paid up for the first gen Sonic design and clapped our hands.
Of course.
God fucking knows. Think of the people.
Think of the
I mean, they're only getting paid. They're only getting paid to do this.
You know. So funny story about this. While we're here, 20 seconds in, we didn't make it 6 seconds. While we're here, I remember our disagreement. Me and WattheWut had a disagreement, and I told him that people, specifically animators and people in the anime industry, need to earn their paycheck, and that's not incredibly unheard of to have people earn. That's
pretty controversial, Necro. That's pretty. Dare I utter the word capitalist of you?
Like, I mean, sure. Like in this particular case, and he'll probably bring this up in the video. I'm pretty sure is that people worked on this video, but they worked on the Sonic design, but the problem is that they had the higher ups tell them what to make. And then they just kind of made it, and now they're being forced to work again to make another design. But they're getting paid
make
for
Sonic, but realistic.
Yeah, and
more creepy than the comparisons here. Dude, is it? I'm sorry. Is there something wrong with me? I thought the original design was hideous. There was something.
Think everyone collectively on the internet probably. So I don't speak about these people often, but like Chris Chan and Sammy had to have just like if they weren't close to Robloxing themselves, they were damn close. They had to have been.
when I think, we want a live action Sonic movie, I think of like Sonic's design across. I mean, you name it, you've got it. Like there's a lot of games out there to use as reference material. At Sonic 06, I mean, I know not everybody was happy with Sonic 06, but I mean that kind of put Sonic in, at least an Xbox 360 rendered pseudo real world. I mean, yeah. he got kissed by a princess. Come on.
Yeah,
don't feed me that shit. Don't feed me that shit. A human princess. And yet Sonic looked totally acceptable in that game. I'm just saying. So looking at how it is now, that's kind of what I envisioned for a live action Sonic movie in the first place.
Yeah, I figured.
So God knows with the suits, it sucks that the suits got it wrong the first time, but I'm happy that it got fixed.
Yeah,
but
everyone is. But let's find out the reason why, because we're only 20 seconds.
For what? I'm sure.
Yes.
People when these same people had massive baby rage over the film when the
massive baby rage. That's like the okay, first of all, big ups to Sam's procrastination station. He loves Sonic. I've seen his videos. I think they're really good.
Yeah, Sonic community is so passionate. Even the casual fans. I was an admin for many years of a Sonic community. I've seen some shit.
Yeah.
So this is, I recognize they're very, very passionate about Sonic the Hedgehog.
They are indeed, and
they should be.
Yeah, they should be. You should love the thing that you're in. But massive baby rage to him is anybody that criticizes how something looks. And from the original design, you can kind of tell that I don't know what they thought. I don't know what they were thinking. Jesus.
First trailer came
what
out,
were they
forced
thinking?
by their corporate bosses in Paramount to redo the design for Sonic when the film was supposed to come out on November 8th of this year.
Yikes!
Now, of course, the film was delayed to February 14th of next year, but that still doesn't account for the fact that these changes were announced after the release of the first trailer on April 30th.
Okay, that's almost a year away.
The connection here. I was about to say, it's like, wait a minute.
And it takes.
So is he complaining that there was time to fix it?
Yes, apparently. Apparently, you have time to fix it, but not the way he wants.
Oh my God, November's too close.
Yeah, better delay it.
What?
I mean, and some people use the argument, well, a delayed game is better than a canceled game, or a delayed game will eventually be good. But in every case, that's not always the thing.
A delayed game will eventually come out and exist, and that's a good thing.
Yeah, and if it's good, or if
take
it's bad,
a little extra, if you take extra time to polish your game, that is a good thing. Because God knows we've had some really rough releases before. So I would say, yeah, if they gotta buff it a little bit, go for it. I wasn't losing sleep. I was like, oh, it's good. Okay, yeah, February. Why not?
Yeah, it's its own thing. Let's get through this.
Giving them 7 months to rush and change everything.
That's gonna be a fuck.
Okay, he said rush and fix everything.
Rush.
What are they rushing for?
Rush. So all they changed, from my understanding, from my casual observance of the situation, was all they had to do was change the animation. All they had to do was change the CG. Yeah. I'm not saying that's a small task, but I'm saying in the grand scheme of things, that is very small. The acting's done.
Yeah, everything, the motion capture, the voice lines are done. Like, pretty much all the heavy stuff is done. And now we just have to change this design. You could kind of also, you could think that this is a What the What Bash episode. I mean, it's not really bashing if he privated the video and we can't see it on his channel anymore.
We are bringing exclusive content back to YouTube.
Exactly.
This is exclusive.
It's gone right now. It's private, and maybe he'll unprivate it. I would hope. Maybe.
Fucking yikes from me. Holy shit.
Of course, reshoots and re-edits are nothing new, but people seem to forget that there are many VFX artists who work on these films.
Okay, there are people working on it, yes.
Redesigns and fixes to Sonic in the film happened, you can bet that this process was not without its share of stress and lack of proper pay. That's how this...
Wait, proper pay? That's not the problem of the consumer.
I would say reshooting entire things with actors and have scheduling conflicts and you name it is a lot more strenuous than remaking the little CGI furry hairball.
industry works, which is why when this was first announced, I was only able to think about how much of a pain in the ass it would have to be, sitting there as an already underpaid VFX artist, probably creating the Sonic model as instructed.
Yeah, 10 out of 10 would shoot, and that's the appropriate action. He sees something hideous, and he just... sometimes some people wish it were a shotgun.
There is no proof, Edgy. There is no proof.
Yeah, that's the thing is... he claims, I think it's in this video, I can't remember because I only have watched it just now.
Well, we've only watched like what, a minute?
A minute. Yeah, we watched a minute. And I think he brings up like the number, like the millions of dollar amounts, and it was nowhere near that because they was later debunked. Yeah, from corporation. So
think of the millions.
Think of the possible billions is what the corporate people said. The armchair intellectuals, if you will.
And knowing how it would be received and knowing that the backlash would come, but still having to go through with it due to your boss telling you that you have to do so.
Remember, we just press buttons.
Only for your hard work to have to be redone because a bunch of nerds, as expected, got mad at the abomination you were forced to create, and now you have to fix it.
Yeah, nerds. And so
very mature of you. Baby rage and nerds.
Yeah, and
thank you.
As you probably have noticed, WattheWut says that a lot. Whenever he's talking about like he talks about Anime Expo in his other video. I had to watch it recently. It was the absurdity of AX, and he was saying like, oh well, these earthquakes happened, and a couple of things were damaged, and then they had to declare like the state of emergency kind of thing for the damage that was there. And sure, I get that part of it, but then he's like, well, a bunch of nerds stood in line. Like, sure, we say nerds, very unironically, sometimes. But most of the time, it's very ironic that we call people nerds. We're just like, you're a nerd. Like you.
For the consumer is real.
Yeah, the consumer don't exist to him.
I don't know who's paying him, but it's like, oh, there's a bunch of nerds. No, the nerds are the people that want to watch the movie. They want the movie to succeed, and they have very strong convictions about how the movie can succeed, and it revolves around what a coincidence, the appearance of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, I mean, and as you've seen in the latest video, he says that if you disagree or if you are mad at his video, then you're a hypocrite because you're, I don't know.
That was just satire. That other video was just satire. It was a joke.
Yeah, this one's not satire. He didn't label this one.
Look at you guys. No. This video is in many layers of irony. It's so ironic that he's dead fucking serious.
Oh yeah. The sitch today, Mike the Bike, is that this video was privated by WattheWut. I'm sure people are gonna like, oh my god, here he goes again. But this video is privated by WattheWut, and maybe he'll bring it back from being private. But in the chance that he doesn't, we're gonna go over this and why you should just eat the slop that's given to you by a corporation because you're a consumer and your job is to consume, never to ask questions. And if you get upset, then you're just a baby rage nerd. So take with what you can get.
Sounds like a fun time, doesn't it?
When audiences reacted...
Oh, by the way, he does this thing where he does use other people's videos again. He does this a lot.
It proves
negatively.
It proves he's right.
Of course.
To the first Sonic trailer, Jeff and Tim instantly felt vindicated. Said Tim, look, I was with fans and so was Jeff. Nevertheless, Tim felt that it was important that he and Jeff take responsibility for the mistake and try to change course on the project.
We as fans of media seem to forget that while yes, there are corporate entities behind these giant franchises, there are also people behind those corporate entities. Sometimes, and more often than
this is the
there are
defense
people. There are people in that corporation, Necro. Please have mercy.
Yeah, there's people in the corporations. Like, no shit. How do you think it's run? Is it just like blobs of fucking mud
AI
just sitting in
It
there?
is ran by AI.
I mean,
exclusively.
Now I know Warner Brothers. So oddly enough, Warner Brothers wants to, they want to make a movie using AI, but that wouldn't work because obviously I would assume that we're smart enough.
It would stimulate all of the senses. It would be delivered through a VR headset that plugs into your spinal column, connects directly to your nerves, and overwhelms your senses
it's kind of like
that Ghost in the Shell.
You want to know what it's kind of
Ghost
like?
in the Shell episode. It's going to be that Ghost in the Shell standalone complex episode where was it the major jacks into that cyber brain, that illicit cyber brain that had like the best movie ever, and people that plugged into it never came out. Their ghosts never came out of the cyber brain. Yes. Now I remember. Oh man.
It's kind of
I'm
like
such a nerd right now.
Well, what's whole argument here? Because I know sometimes people will ask me, like when I'm not streaming, but they'll be like, "What's wrong with this video?" or "What's wrong with this part of it?" So the problem with this is that he's saying, well, yeah, there's big corporate entities that make all of these decisions, but there's also people down low that don't deserve you shitting on them. Well, just take
it, nerd.
Well, it's kind of like if you go to like for example, an Apple store, because this is a thing that doesn't apply to anyone except for me. But I went to the Apple store, and obviously I'm a consumer. I expect something of value. I expect a level of quality control, and if it doesn't meet my standard, then obviously I want something to be made up for it. So in this particular case,
baby.
Yeah, so in this particular case, me being the consumer, I was like, oh, I really like this iPhone, but my camera's not working. They did the diagnostics, and they're like, hey, the camera part's not going to be in until 3 to 5 business days, whatever. And I'm like, okay, whatever. I don't have to take any pictures in the near future anyways, whatever. I can live for 3 to 5 days. But it's kind of just inconvenient. And there was a guy behind me when I was there at the Apple store. He is like, it's really tough for me as a consumer. Like, when you guys are doing this, this, and this. I can't remember exactly what he said because it was only like within an earshot. And I'm like, that's a consumer that wants something done. And obviously he's not happy with what he's gotten, and he should have every right to voice his opinion. And obviously he's voicing it to the one person that works for this company, and that's how it just
it's the wrong one.
Yeah, it's the wrong person that he's yelling at, but apparently he has to go
wrong opinion.
Yeah, he has to go to Tim Cook, and he has to yell at him instead. But I mean, to be fair, Tim Cook's email address is out there, so he could technically yell at him if he wanted to. But people are going to be on the forefront. When you work for any corporation, like I don't know where all my people work, GameStop, for example. When someone's upset, they go to you because you're the face of the company. They don't go to like GameStop corporate and they're like
Necro, look, just because that certified refurbished Xbox that you got wasn't working, you can't just return it. Like, think of the poor clerk. You're going to put the clerk through all this shit? You're going to make him. You're going to stroll up in that fucking GameStop, and you're going to look him in the eye and say, I want a refund. And when he asks, well, what do you want a refund, sir? Because you, representative of fucking GameStop, gave me a non-working console.
Yeah.
Like, think about it. He's going to give you your refund. You're going to walk out that door. But do you think about that, what that clerk's going through at that moment? You don't, do you?
Yeah.
He's going to go home and think about, my God, I gave that guy a non-working Xbox.
That's why I'm glad
I had
I
to
don't
process
work
the
retail.
refund. Corporate saw me issue the refund.
Yeah, like Christopher
Why?
says, you can return it just at 1/5 of the price you paid for it.
Corporate is asking me why I didn't throw hands with the consumer.
Oh, yeah. You got to fight him.
And get him thrown out.
It's ma'am. Jeans.
It's ma'am. So, Necro, you got to think about the human cost when you complain about product.
Human cost. Yeah, the mental toll it takes on them. This right here, this screenshot is actually perfect. I'm glad I played this. That's exactly what everyone thought. That was the exact
Everyone
moment.
looking down at way too realistic Sonic.
I mean...
Uncanny Sonic. There it is. It's Uncanny Sonic.
Uncanny Valley Sonic.
Thumb of those corporate entities. Now, before we get into this, I want to clarify that I'm not saying that we shouldn't criticize these products, because criticism is improvement.
That's a big thonk right there, buddy. Okay.
No, keep going. We've addressed
something
this.
if you don't know what to improve on. But there's a difference between criticism and a bunch of angry nerds spouting vitriol and ruining the lives of people who are just doing their jobs.
Somebody spends too much time on Twitter.
Ruining the... maybe I'm... Hang on, let me put on my reading glasses here. Here we go. Ruining the lives of these people? No one's... Who the hell? I don't know who these people are.
Mean tweets sink fleets. Think about that.
A funny story.
Think about that.
In one of my newest video that's coming out, don't tell anyone. I say whatever floats your boat as long as it doesn't sink mine. That's a quote. But like
Fair.
angry nerds, right? So it says Pokemon fandom flips their absolute shit over one single mediocre game in a franchise filled with incredible games. Sonic fandom, first time. So is this the angry nerd that he speaks of, or is this just something that he wanted to throw in here to throw shade at both sides? I can't really tell.
Yeah, it seems like a very obtuse way of shitting on both. But I mean, Pokemon games have had kind of like maybe it's all down to opinion, but
oh, don't worry, we're going to see. Look, okay, so I have a special spot reserved just for you to vent when we get to this Pokemon part, because you're gonna love it. There's a Pokemon segment in this video.
Please no.
And
Please no.
I want you to be ready for it, because I know how deeply ingrained you are into the Pokemon culture.
Ingrained-ish.
You're gonna love it. You better just fucking buy the games, okay? Pokemon Sword and Shield, love them.
The Sonic movie was at least a case where the interest is now being revived in the film, and people are now proclaiming their want to see it in theaters. But on the flip side, you have people claiming that this is all a publicity stunt. Of course, these people know absolutely nothing about film and just want to undermine the efforts of whoever they can, because if you knew anything about the film industry, you would know that this is not true. No deranged, sick corporation would do this.
Step from sputtering Gamergate, but he won't do it.
Yeah, he
putting himself back.
He is he's very in this part of the video, and I will give him this. He is very careful about what he says here, but he's also
he's treading so lightly, but he's also trying to discount everyone he can. It's
exactly.
Just like,
and so
I don't know, man.
This is a tweet that he used. That says, I hate the narrative that the original bad Sonic movie design was a publicity stunt because it lets the multiple people who actually approved that design off the hook. It was real. They looked at that and liked it. An entire committee of powerful people probably actively fought animators who wanted the Sonic design to be less ugly, and the movie was almost finished and they made the animators do it over because the thing they insisted on was so ugly. Also, the brains who approved an initial Sonic design that horrifically ugly are the same brains approving story decisions, and there's no indication they revamped the story, so it's not like the worst is over.
So the movie is still ugly.
No, the movie's still bad according to them.
You could just because you the only complaint you had for this Sonic movie that was advertised as kind of a comedy kind of thing, just because you have the expectations that the movie's going to be like that, and the only thing that you thought needed changing was Sonic's design. No, that ugly Sonic, Uncanny the Hedgehog, now lives on through the film's spirit.
Yeah, I mean, I think that
and it will haunt you.
It will use the entire design, right? They still used it, but they kept it, but they probably won't release it to the public, obviously, at this point.
The movie is still called Uncanny the Hedgehog. You just don't know it yet.
Well, the thing I'm having a weird problem grasping about this is that, sure, let's go ahead and just discount that it was a publicity stunt. Fine. But to say the movie's still going to be bad, the movie's not out yet. And trust me, I know from firsthand experience, criticizing something that's not out yet gets you very negative results. Neo Yokio. So I mean, that exists. But the movie out now is, obviously, it's supposed to be campy because it's, you're throwing a 90s mascot for Sega into the real world here. I don't know. I would probably it's fine.
Because what do corporations value? Money. And what would it cost to remake all of these VFX and delay this film? A lot of money.
It would take them less money than it would to... okay, so they do get funding. They get funding from the investors. The investors are technically the people that call the shots. And
Think about the money!
Yeah, if the investors are not happy with the product, they will say, change it now so we can make more money.
AG, the money! Think of the money!
Think of the monies.
You know what else is a lot of money?
4,000 yen balls? Think about it.
The monies. They're going to get more money on their investment back. So they can spend another couple of million, and then they'll make, I don't know, quintuple that much. It's
Money.
Merchandising. Lots and lots of merchandising with lots of money being spent on said merchandising.
Money.
okay. So the corporation has millions, if not
Take
billions.
a shot every time he says money.
Money.
Take a shot every time he says money.
I'd already be dead. In fact, I'll take you up on that offer. So, do you want to like go back and like retroactively make this, or?
No.
We'll be dead within the next hour. But yeah, don't worry. He's gonna bring up merch now, which is gonna also be something that he's incorrect about.
No, oh, would you look at that? There was already merchandise that was made using the old design of Sonic. If this was a prank, it would be the stupidest
lost
prank I've
money.
ever seen in my life. Also throws the effort of said VFX artist under the bus. And if I had to go through hell only for my work to be trashed on and then work so hard to make people happy again, only for the
Nobody
same
said
people
they
you
weren't
wanted to please
talented
to go
artists.
and say that it was all a prank, I'd be a little irritated.
But he just did that. He just did that in this next video. After like months after this video came out.
Oh yeah, he does attack the people who animated reviewers.
Yeah, he attacked the people that animated reviewers. He said, "Oh, well, you guys aren't sending the hate to the right people," and he does that in this video too. But even then, he's already made the case where he's like, "Oh, well, if I put out something and people trashed it, and I put all this hard work into it, I'd be a little irritated too."
Poor Sonic animators, but oh yeah, fuck the anime animators. No, they animated the wrong stuff.
They didn't.
That's the wrong stuff. They animated the wrong product.
The wrong product for me to consume. But it's like
I don't
he's already
like
made
this
his
one.
stance, though. Technically, if you look at it from the scope that, like, when he's bringing this up, he's saying I would be irritated if this happened to me, but it did happen to him, and he, instead of acting visibly irritated, he was what's the word I'm looking for?
Well,
I
he
can't think about it.
he stood up for Funimation and said they had a right to waste that money.
Yeah, jeez. Yeah, like, oh, that's their money. They can do whatever they want to with whatever they want. Well, great.
To include canceling the work of those animators.
Well, it's like if you don't like a product. I said this in the Funimation video I made a long time ago, whatever it was. And I said, if you do not like a product, don't spend your money on it. And if the Sonic design stayed the same and they didn't listen, then they would have not gotten money. They would never have gotten the money that they made now.
We would have been in that scary parallel universe where Birds of Prey topped February.
Jesus. Yeah, because
I'm kind of spooked right now.
Birds
just
of
thinking
Prey
about
is the new Battlefield 5. Because you're uneducated. Battlefield 5, if you remember EA's wonderful decision to say that, well, if you don't think that this can happen, then you're uneducated.
Only an idiot wouldn't like what is it? It was like a woman with a prosthetic hand and a cricket bat.
Yeah.
You're an uncultured idiot.
Yep,
if
don't know how history works.
If you can't believe in that history, it's like, oh, okay.
Okay, so I won't buy your game. And then now they're
okay, I
throwing
guess
the
I
game
won't
at
buy
you.
it.
They're like, hey, we got like half off discount. This was like almost 2 months after it came out. Like, hey, you can get this game for 50% off. Like, come on, guys.
If you thought Star Wars Battlefront flopped, which by the way, of course it did. I remember like $10. It was like $10 for the deluxe edition at some point, maybe $5. That was basically what Battlefield, what 5 did. it's basically what they did. They flopped hard.
I could take off these
we're off
reading
topic.
glasses now.
We're off topic.
Yeah, I can take off the reading glasses.
Hey, hold
now.
up.
Let's. we can continue this
Nah.
beautiful thing.
Also, I would probably be wondering where all my money went. Fans and nerds in general just kind of suck. For all the
They suck. Why is it the fans?
Suck.
Why is it
They
the fans
suck.
and the
They
nerds
stuck
that suck?
straws.
Wait, why did the fans?
Man.
Why did the fans
That's
suck?
cheap. That was a cheap shot on my part.
It's
Again, it's another anime girl sucking on a straw, and we've already talked about WattheWut and idol characters. And
it's okay.
I'm probably thinking too deep into this.
Yeah, don't
Never
worry. We're
mind.
not to the juicy parts of this yet. I promise.
The talk of how hard it was to be accepted as nerds and how accepting and loving some of you pretend to act, a lot of fan bases in general are kind of just the worst thing ever.
Okay, so the reason why, and he even retweeted this because every so often I like to check in on our favorite son here. The reason kids were bullied is because they acted cringe when they were at school. So,
Yeah.
So they would do the Naruto runs, and they would, actually, and they would be very, very vocal about what they liked, and if you didn't, they would, obviously they would try to belittle you in an intellectual way, if you will, quick air quotes with that. And that's why people didn't like nerds back in the day. It wasn't because you played video games or because you liked anime.
It's think about it. It's just teenager shit. It's just teenager shit. That's usually what teenagers do.
Yeah, it's just regular stuff. And so no one was bullied.
You grow out of it.
And even then, if someone was bullied for, if they were a regular human, regular person, they were like, yeah, I really like anime, I'm just getting into it or whatever. Because, even this, my one friend, Tim, he's a swole dude. He has tattoos everywhere, listens to death metal. And here he comes, he's like, yeah, I've been watching, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. It's, really good. And I'm like, yeah, it's pretty great. No one would ever suspect he's into anime, but I bet you he wasn't bullied back in the days for liking nerd shit. No one was.
It almost. I mean, if we want to talk about the new dynamic of current year, maybe back then, the nerds had to stick with the nerds. Nerds stuck with nerds, and the anime people stuck with anime people. I should know I was one of them. Poor me.
Yeah, I mean, well, you see, the thing is that
but
WattheWut is younger than I am,
together.
too. So he knows what the struggle is. He just refuses to look at it from that scope. And then he retweeted it to see it from that scope.
And life was great. And now, in the era of current year, in the year of social media, man, it's a fucking free-for-all. you're not just with your boys anymore. And, you guys just couldn't do your nerdy shit in the corner of the lunchroom anymore. Now it's, oh, God. it's on a platform where WattheWut can search for your tweets and include them in a video as an example of nerd rage.
Oh, yeah. That's what Chen Poster said. It's a good thing he became a weeb after high school. See, then you don't have to tell anyone. Then you can just weeb out afterwards. No one will know. By the way, I know it's not really related to this. This is very unrelated, but I'm kind of glad that I got away from high school because some of those people that I went to high school with, they're kind of weird. They were more weird than I was. The actual hardcore nerds. There was one guy, he got caught with the good old pictures of children in compromising positions. Yeah, he was very weird, a very weird individual. And if you guys remember that story about the Popeyes chicken worker, you guys remember that one story? It was months ago, but he slammed that old white lady down in the parking lot. Do you guys remember that story? I went to high school with that guy. Funny, and look, we all make choices in life. I'm glad I'm doing this and not that. I'm glad that this is what I do.
The dude who supplied me Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Now, mind you, I was getting ripped off, no doubt. But the guy who supplied me Yu-Gi-Oh cards for my shitty Red Eyes Black Dragon deck.
Oh no.
He got into fights. He got into fucking fights, and he'd take incredible bets too. I'm not kidding. Take money to jump out of a moving car. He was that kind of character, and it's I don't even want to imagine where he is today. He's probably doing some Akagi shit. Who knows?
Yeah, like I said, we all make choices, and
what a character.
I'm just glad I'm out of high school. Let's continue this. How we dip into Steven Universe fandom.
Let's throw a girl off the internet and dox her for drawing a character to be not as fat as she usually is, despite artists always crying about art being the freedom of interpretation. Let's make the actress for Rostico delete her Twitter and put her through hell because of the decisions of
Star Wars!
Now you know way more about the new Star Wars trilogy than I'll ever know. Don't tie on me. And
stabbed me in the throat. That's what he did.
Okay, now this is gonna sound very out of context, but they bullied homegirl here. Rose, and they didn't stand up for Captain Phasma. Hashtag Phasma deserved better.
Phasma just unceremoniously gets killed. She only had a total of 3 minutes, maybe 1 minute in The Last Jedi.
Yeah, it's like Chen Poster said. It's not her fault that her character was poorly written, and that's kind of like John Boyega now. John Boyega is the shit to follow on Twitter. He's fucking.
He's been unleashed.
Oh yeah, he doesn't care about that paycheck anymore. He said, "Fuck Star Wars. I'm gonna do."
Well, the paycheck's gone. It's gone. They're not gonna give him his own series. Absolutely not.
He already said it. He said, "I'm not gonna get
over.
Disney Plus. I'm not getting Disney Plus." And I said, "That's this guy. He's our guy. Hashtag our guy."
Arm Trooper, Godspeed.
God.
May the force be with you.
The Boyega Unleashed. He should get his own. He's like Sam Witwer. You've never seen Sam Witwer anywhere else in Star Wars fandom or in lore because Starkiller was a good character, and then they kind of just chucked him away in the second game. Who cares?
We could talk for a very long time about the merits of the Force Unleashed.
The Force Unleashed
very
games
much
they were boring, but I just.
But they were. How do the young people put it? Litty.
Oh yeah.
But you've got to be kidding me. This is canon.
Yeah, he's still a traitor, by the way. Traitor. Where's that line at? I'm gonna put that in the
always a
soundboard.
Traitor. Now, my father made a very good point about that. He watched the new Star Wars movies too. It was a Christmas thing we'd do. We'd say, "Hey, new Star Wars movies in the theaters. Let's go see it." We didn't do it this year, but. And his remarks on Finn's arc. Oh man, see, we're doing a tangent again. That's that tangent shit I was talking about.
It happens.
But he pointed out that Finn was a traitor, and that his whole arc at least kind of wrapped that up. He went from a cowardly traitor that he was in The Force Awakens because the ending was he was still a traitor, running from stuff.
Yeah.
So The Last Jedi, in its slight defense, it at least wrapped him up. But I'd argue the second movie is not the point where you wrap him up.
Yeah, I would agree.
Like, damn.
So
movie in the trilogy, and it's all wrapped up.
I pick up from Mike the Bike. He said the Steven Universe fan art situation is far different from the Sonic situation. It 100% is. And trust me, I'm the person who made the abomination tweet. And let me just tell you, it was relentless.
Bigot.
Yeah. I was it looked like Francine wearing Toho stuff. I'm not. It's bad. It was bad.
Well, it's. I gotta say, the worst part about that is the artists do it very much on purpose for the controversy.
I believe that.
Like I've seen some of them bragging about it. Like, oh, I'm gonna redraw these characters as this, and I bet they'll be so mad, and I'm just like, wow, that's very.
Well, that's what we've all kind of deduced is that they do that for people like me because they do it for the bait. So it's its own thing.
What an inactive brain you gotta have if you gotta piss off people on the internet to wake up in the morning.
Ugh.
Of Ryan Johnson that she had no choice but to follow. Let's all just shit on Horikoshi because he draws his characters in ways that are not only tame, but per the norm, not just for shonen manga, but for all of manga in general.
People still shit on Horikoshi. And, okay, he can claim that fans were upset about Horikoshi, but let's be real about that situation. People just hate Horikoshi for, I don't know, making the story he wants to make.
I don't understand how you can be a fan of My Hero Academia or whatever. Just put anything up there. You can be a fan of whatever. And in the same breath, hate everything about it.
Well, it's...
Everybody know.
Well, it's the smart way of writing a video, because every...
I hate Hero. I hate these characters. I hate the names of these characters. I hate,
everything.
I hate the character designs. Oh, but I'm a fan. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I made kind of like this weird thing about it because, like, Horikoshi makes the story he wants to make. And, sometimes I forget that people make the art that they want to make. But, like, Horikoshi doesn't have to do anything different than what he's already done.
Really doesn't.
So it does.
Arguably, what he's already done, what he's been doing, has been popular enough.
Yeah, he doesn't have to change anything.
So the idea that there needs to be a radical change from what he's already been doing doesn't really check out.
Yeah, he's done.
How do you amass a following doing what you're doing, and then suddenly overnight, hey, what you're doing is terrible, and you need to be canceled. You need to be over. Stop producing this thing. And it's like, bro. Like, why?
Oh, don't worry. We're
What
almost
changed? What changed?
there. Nothing. Like, Hirokoshi's only mistake was apologizing.
Nothing changed.
He shouldn't have. Well, see,
Yeah.
it's all for it's all for the PR move when he apologized. Like he has to probably apologize because it's in his contract too.
Hey,
By the way, you're gonna
Kirishima,
hear a lot
butt
of that
fuck
outside the
Bakugo.
Same criticism
Hero,
that
this
he
isn't
receives
progressive
that female
enough.
It's not good enough for us.
mangaka who have the same raunchy
Draw
designs.
my
and not-
ship.
Easy, it's just a drawing.
It really is embarrassing to call myself an anime fan.
What? Okay. What is this
For
mentality?
what the what?
But why do you have to be this way?
No.
Like, why do
He's
you have to be?
embarrassed
Why do you have to be though?
because you're cringe. All of you.
Like, you have to be.
Don't you guys
ashamed?
understand? You're embarrassing us. Us. Corporate brand sees us being cringe, demanding things.
I don't.
It's
get-
embarrassing.
Yeah,
You like
I'm
fan
embarrassed.
service? Bruh.
It's bad. Like, you shouldn't be embarrassed of being. I don't know. Like yourself. Like if I wanted to say yeah, I'm an anime fan, and they're like, oh, well, I heard anime fans are fucking lolly apologists and pedos. Like, okay, well,
Ew,
I'm
you're
not.
an anime fan?
Yeah.
Mm,
Don't have
grossed out Nessa. Ugh.
oh boy, it's why does everyone have to be embarrassed of what a few people do? Why?
sometimes, not
You know?
because of the content of the shows themselves, but because of the way the vitriolic vocal minority will carry themselves.
Who cares? You already said it right there. The vitriolic minority. That means
Oh, weird.
That means the
Like, we're
small
watching
people that just do things.
Like we're watching right now.
It's the vitriolic minority of people that are on Twitter being upset.
I'm just saying the person on YouTube saying interspecies reviewers sucks.
Yeah, he is the vitriolic minority.
What do you know? This is crazy. I see why this video is private now.
I mean, no, we're not quite there yet.
Now.
Oh, don't worry. There's actual reason for this to be the case, and I think you'll enjoy it a lot.
And it's not just anime, though
No, I
anime
hate
in
it.
and of itself is a conversation in and of itself for another time, because I'm also a fan of the MCU, Power Rangers, and of course, oh god,
Cape shit.
Pokemon.
Unfortunate.
Oh boy. Okay. So
Oh no.
so
Look at that. Look at the size of that lad.
this
That
is
absolute unit.
this is gonna be the one that you have the most experience in, because I've only played up until I played Ruby, but that was the last one I played.
Anybody that's seen me knows I can't shut the fuck up about Hoenn. So I don't even think I'm the best subject matter expert for this.
What's
But
your-
I did pay attention to Sword and Shield's release, and I did kind of go, ooh.
What's your
When it happened.
favorite generation? What's your favorite gen?
It's Gen 3.
Okay,
Absolutely
okay,
Gen
okay.
3.
Making sure.
And oh boy, has the state of the Pokemon fan base been a sight to behold.
I am not baby raging. I'm not baby raging.
You got it! You got it!
If you
That's his version of
So
of
the
being funny.
you know what a straw man, that comic. What a straw man. Stop having fun. Nobody said you couldn't have fun with Sword and Shield. And this is dead to Edgy. I know Edgy said he enjoyed Sword and Shield. And nobody's saying you can't enjoy Sword and Shield. Like nobody said
no one
this.
says you can't enjoy
Nobody
things.
anywhere.
They're just pointing out valid criticisms of something
People
that has
tell
issues.
me this. I'm gonna draw from my Sonic experience right quick. My many years in the blessed Sonic community. People told me Sonic Heroes and Sonic 06 sucked, right? Oh, they're shitty games, you know, like this is why. And yet I played the shit out of them and I enjoyed them. Of course, coming back to Sonic 06 is kind of scuffed now. I loved Shadow the Hedgehog. That was a great game. It was an edgy game, but it was a great game. Multiple endings, multiple arcs. Like, that was unheard of. So,
No, don't worry. This is the beginning.
coming back to Sword and Shield, Pokemon game sucks. And still like Pokemon. You can demand better of brand without being, a hypocrite. guys can enjoy product. I mean, you guys, if you like Sword and Shield the way it is, fine.
Yeah,
it's
like
fine.
you can enjoy something and still kind of hate it. I mean, I do that with Call of Duty every day.
I would remind you, Omega Ruby, and Alpha Sapphire don't have Battle Frontier. Oh man, see, you already got me on my Gen 3 trip.
Okay, don't worry.
I would say that Battle Frontier is not make or break for Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Because the game otherwise is a 1-for-1 remake of the original game. And I appreciated that. I was told before I got Omega Ruby that, it sucks. I was like, that's concerning.
Yeah, it's like
and I got into it later. And I said, oh no, this is kind of fine. And then I hit the end and I was like, okay, it doesn't have Battle Frontier, which is unfortunate, but maybe they can add it later. Maybe they can patch it in later. I'd be totally fine with that, right? Because they had a plaque saying future site of the battle tower. I was like, okay, sure. We'll wait for that. It didn't happen, and they came out and said they would not be releasing patches for it. And I was like, oh, well, that sucks. But again, I accepted it. I rolled on with my life. I was happy. Well, I actually spent enough time. I spent enough time in Omega Ruby to get a shiny Claydol, to hatch a shiny Claydol. So I mean, it's not that I don't like these new games. It's just, this wasn't in it. That's kind of disappointing.
Yeah, it's underwhelming for the most part.
Yeah, that's disappointing. Does that make me an entitled nerd rage man baby? I don't know. Apparently it does. That's the standard we've set here.
Here, let's keep going.
You haven't heard about the funny little controversy that was so good it caused members of Game Freak staff to have increasing levels of stress on their mental states. Allow me to fill you in.
Let's get broken. I just want to get real sad.
The latest installment of the series, that being Pokemon Sword and Shield, made the announcement that it would be cutting a sizable number of the Pokemon from the roster.
Okay, before he goes any further, I think we already know what happened in this situation after the fact, and now they're selling it to you in a patch.
The funny thing.
The patch is free, but the DLC, it adds in a couple of other stuff.
Okay, so first I gotta answer Edgy's question. Well, first I gotta say, Lady Dragon needs to stop drinking. You need to slow down on the drinks. We've got a long night ahead of us.
Oh yeah, we do.
Edgy, my favorite mythical Pokemon in Ruby Sapphire would be Jirachi. I love my Jirachi. I've EV trained it. I've got the perfect nature. I've done it all. I love my Jirachi from Coliseum. Well, Coliseum bonus disc. My favorite Pokemon overall would be Claydol. That's why I took the time to get a shiny one in Omega Ruby. But okay, so talking about the Pokemon, talking about poor modelers and animators, the absolute shenanigans that took place when it came out that are indeed the same models from X and Y, because it was noted X and Y, the quality of the models was so high that it was future-proofed. It was practically future-proofed. You think about how many Pokemon were available in X and Y, and you could import all of them, So that was crazy. What an undertaking. And come to find out, the exact same shit is in Sword and Shield, and it's like, hold up, guys,
Jirachi gang, rise up.
Poor animators. Jirachi gang! But
don't worry, we're gonna get into
having to bring in all these Pokemon. They had to do them from scratch. Don't you understand? Actually, they weren't from scratch.
As we found
out. I got
out.
you on that one. All right, proceed.
Including many fan favorites, like Blaziken. Why would you do that? While this in and of itself was something to cause outrage, this was following the claims that Game Freak was going to be putting more high quality animations in the game, despite some leaks showing reused animations, so the number of cut Pokemon seemed even more unnecessary on top of the game's outwardly lackluster presentation. It's not as if this wasn't exactly coming, considering Game Freak's decisions of late turning off a lot of fans, the declining quality of the actual game content itself being a major contributing factor. I know this somewhat applies to me, considering I stopped playing the games after Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, and I agree that Game Freak should be criticized for its business practices.
Oh, okay, so he agrees. They should be criticized. Yeah.
No, what? Think about the people.
Oh, we are going to think about the people right now.
But I also want to remind you, who is going to take the fall when all of you complain about these things that are not the major contributor of these flaws?
That's a question for everyone. What? Who's going to take the fall for that when you don't purchase product and consume it properly?
What?
What are you going to do?
Programmers, designers, and animators who are currently suffering from extremely low morale due to harassment and outrage by fans. And it really is not a good look for the fan base when everyone around us sees us as deranged baby lunatics.
Guys, this is not a good look. Oh, you want all of your Pokemon to be available by transfer? Guys, this is not a good look.
It's not a. You guys are embarrassing me.
Stop
embarrassing me from being all a Pokemon fan.
Stop it.
God, what is this point? Like, no one's harassed them, and if they do,
His point is almost that those poor animators, the poor model workers, they spend all of their free time on Twitter searching for tweets criticizing their work, and I'm just like, what?
There's
what?
Like they said here in the chat, there's no proof that any of that happened, for one, and two, they don't know if any of the workers have social media accounts to begin with. So all they use is this right here, hashtags, and who does that go to? I think in this video he does bring up like the one like director of the game series, maybe, but it's like that's one person. I assure you he doesn't give a shit. He's making money. No, he's making loads of money. Yeah, he's like, oh, we're the Pokemon company. We can do whatever we want because Nintendo's going to fund our game. And if not, then we can release
basically true.
Make more money. So they're not going to stop. Look. Look at this. He thinks this is bad to criticize.
It's a fan revolt.
Yeah. It's the
image from the Pokemon board. Oh my God. And you know, that's...
Soon God will exact his revenge upon us for our imperfections.
By the way, big ups to JonTron. Big ups to JonTron. He can reach out to me. We can have him on the stream.
Love you, JonTron.
One day.
We love you, JonTron.
I know. We will simp our co-workers
JonTron
in this YouTube space. Maybe.
Again, am I saying that this game doesn't deserve to be criticized? No. By the time this video is out, the game is most likely already released, and from what I've seen from people hacking to play it early, there's no special incentive for me to do so, but there are certain things that are unavoidable due to how Game Freak runs its business. But people forget about that and will go after anyone in order to vent their outrage, except for the only thing they should be mad at.
Oh, by the way, we're using another video that's not his. All right.
There's a video by Nunmanji that details how stupid this outrage is, which you could find in the description. And
oh yeah, you got the plug.
Tree is okay. I gotta say this: the tree is pretty fucking funny.
The tree is it's probably the funniest thing. It's like, look at the trees.
I mean, as someone, you know, look at the fucking tree.
Can we? The tree is
so bad on these things.
Like this is thing about social cues here. Like we get that like the tree is the stupidest goddamn thing ever. That's why it's funny. Like like
I just want to remind
like even the Pokemon fans that love the game or hate the game. It's like that's the funny joke about it. Like the jokes. That's it.
It's like if it really is a loud vocal minority that doesn't matter. I assume they don't matter. They're nerds, you know? Then yeah, like when I saw the thing with the tree, I laughed about it. I said, "Ha!"
Stony Mick, by the way, said
humorous.
He said, "I am the Lorax. I speak for the trees. The trees say, stop looking at me.
Stop looking at me."
Yeah, the trees. I love
Don't
them.
look at me.
Not in the eyes.
And in that video, he points out that Pokemon, unlike most other big properties, is multimedia, and thus delaying the game is not a working possibility for the way the franchise has set itself up.
It can suffer delays. It can suffer delays. The Pokemon can wait, and they would make more money delaying their game at well, not anymore, but they would.
No, I would say no. I'm gonna make a counterclaim.
Oh,
it would make no difference. They would still make loads of money, even if they didn't delay it. Because if you look at how the merchandise, the money breakdown goes, it's fucking trading cards. It's trading cards and Pokédolls. All you motherfuckers want are trading cards and a stuffed Pikachu on your hearth.
Men only want one thing.
I've seen the
numbers.
Fucking
disgusting.
I've seen the numbers. The people want one thing. It's not a video game. Surprisingly, the video game helps promote the merchandise, but for the most part, it's like a no-lose scenario. They could delay it, but if anything, from the Game Freak perspective, why delay it? Like, who cares?
Don't worry.
Yeah, off they go because people will buy it.
Yeah, they will. And also, yes, Chen, at some point this was a Sonic video, but it's now a Pokemon video.
It's evolved.
And then it's about to become a sucking my own dick kind of video, because that's what he's gonna do is kind of suck his own dick. But to be fair,
they keep getting away with it.
But corporations, again, for 2 weeks in a row that we've done this show.
Doing so would have to delay the anime, the card games, the manga, and so many other things, and unless some huge coordination and shift was made, simply delaying the game is not possible. But again,
it's not possible.
Programmers are.
No, it is possible.
Yeah, I mean, he forgets.
It's just they don't care.
Yeah, they don't. Yep.
This guy.
And people like the folks at Cerebi who are just relaying the news. Are you serious? Is that real?
That dude's a shill.
This is a thing. Angry fans who lack the understanding that it's big corporations and not the people who have to follow the commands of said big corporations, and those who want to unbiasedly deliver information that deserve the backlash. But
corporation, but think of the people.
Wait, can I can go back here for a second. Let me just go back to like right around here.
Big corporations and not the people who have to follow the commands of said big corporations, and those who want to unbiasedly deliver information that deserve the backlash. But of course.
Okay. So if you work for a corporation, you work for a company. That's how you make your money. Like,
you're a victim.
I'm immediately
You're a victim of capitalism.
I don't. It just. Whenever that's why companies.
That's not gonna stop some Antifa dude from beating you over the head with a bike lock, mind you. But you're a victim of capitalism.
Yeah, and it's like, so this is the thing about it, is that when you work for a company, 9 times out of 10, depending on where you work, you're the face of that company no matter what. Which is why they tell you
you're an agent of the company.
Yeah, do not post this on social media. Don't take pictures, of all of our trade secrets. Don't expose them to other people. That's what the company tells you to do. They say, don't go out here saying, oh, well, like if I worked for, I don't know, Square Enix or something, because I saw them most recently. Like if I worked for Square, they would not want me to go to social media and fight people back on saying, oh, well, you guys aren't putting in enough time and you're not delaying the game. They tell you explicitly not to do that or you lose your job. So,
fair. And that's perfectly fair.
And you're the face of the company, so that's why when they tweet out, they say opinions are my own. When they work for some company, it's because they don't want to get fired.
And sketchy freaking claim, They always put that on the profiles, and you're just sitting there like,
Yeah, you're like, is
no,
it really
the only reason you're getting away with this is because nobody cares.
Yeah. Trust me. If my company found out the things I said, they'd probably just be like, oh, well, that's just normal.
well, that sounds like him.
He's not doing anything wrong.
That sounds like him.
It's that damn Necro 13. What is he up to?
Fans lack the insight to do that because vitriol flows through their brains.
Brains! We're going back to fucking brains again. What is with this dude?
Chemicals like oxytocin that give you empathy would usually be. Am I
nerds.
going to be buying the game, even if I had a Switch? Probably not at that $60 price tag at the game's current state. But do you notice how I'm going to be going against the corporation by doing the one thing they don't want me to do, which is not buy it? This of course runs into the opposite direction too. Some fans will attack you for showing any form of disagreement towards the state of a medium. Or
no, they won't. What is that straw man? What is that straw man? No one's attacking people for buying the game. They're just like, I wouldn't buy the game.
He had one good point. He had one good point of don't buy it.
Yeah.
And that's what some people did. I still have not bought it.
Yeah, exactly.
I love my Nintendo Switch. I get chicken tendies every evening delivered to my door. And I sit down and all of my garbage and I pull out my Switch, pop off the Joy-Cons, and I start swinging them around and it makes the bing bing wahoo noises. And I love to consume games for my Nintendo Switch. I love it.
By the way, Rise Up, the Incineroar gang. I love Incineroar. He's my favorite.
Okay, furry.
He kind of is furry bait of the highest caliber. He's great. I love him in Smash Brothers. He's just really good. So, it is what it is.
Product, by virtue of said disagreement being seen as attacking it. Again, there is a clear difference between criticizing something and trying to rid it from this earth. Do I believe that Pokemon should make some good improvements to the game while upholding its level of quality as opposed to shoving Pokemon Go down my throat and as a result poorly being able to work its schedule across multiple mediums to give us a lackluster game?
What?
Yes. Do I think that Game Freak should be burned at the stake for making a mediocre game?
Nobody said
no.
that.
Wait, who?
Nobody said that.
Who's saying these
This
things?
Game Freak. All people said was Game Freak could do better.
Yeah, that's all they wanted was something better. They wanted a better product because they were not satisfied with the way that it looked. Making a higher quality quote-unquote tree, I'm just running with the tree thing, like, it wouldn't kill them to release a patch that updates
chat's talking about the sheep.
Oh, the sheep. Wait,
guys, fellas, please.
The sheep. What is it called?
The Wooloo.
Wooloo,
don't fuck the Wooloo.
Don't worry, it's Rule 34 is out there. It's been made. Don't worry. One day.
That's a stupid question.
Criticism implies that you do so being objective while keeping in mind context and intent, fairly evaluating what can be improved without
Okay,
trying
wow,
to
that's a
ruin
big
people's
brain
lives.
definition with the what. If only you could do it in action.
I mean, well,
if only you could demonstrate it.
There is no demonstration here. He's making the example that you can't, I don't know, you can't be objective, or you have to be objective when you have a criticism about something, but people do that all the time without it.
Big words. Objective big words. Whatever. You know what, as a fan, as somebody who wants to spend money on product.
Yeah, that's all you want to do.
I want product to be up to my expectations, so I will spend my fucking money. It's not hard.
See, fans only understand one thing or another, which confuses me as to why these people call themselves fans. They either support the thing wholeheartedly and will go on an outrage if anyone does not agree with their narrow viewpoint.
This dude definitely is not familiar with Sonic at all. We've had some pretty rough product.
Yeah, for Sonic games, when Sonic the Hedgehog 3 came out, this is how this relates to how much I don't know about Sonic anymore. Is that I played Sonic Spinball, and that was the last Sonic game I played.
It's a pretty good game.
I do enjoy it. It was hard as shit for me when I was a kid.
It's a unique game. Nice little spin-off. And you know what? I can respect a spin-off. You know, I can accept spin-offs.
Fans only like one thing, and it's fucking disgusting. Yeah, like, so he's saying that there's only two types of fans, but that's not the truth, is it? Because fans generally like the thing that they're into, and if they don't like something, then they say, this isn't as good as the one that came before it, or they didn't really change a whole lot. They give the critique that it deserves. But he's saying that
that sounds entitled.
But now he's saying that they spew vitriol, and that's not the case at all. People don't
vitriol.
Like, you get like I said, the two people that only tweet to their mom, and then sometimes their best friend down the road. And he thinks that those tweets are the ones that make up the what was it, the vitriolic minority.
But did you see this dude called Anonymous on notorious hacker site 4channel.org?
I heard about the hacker. Yeah.
He said that the hacker known as Anonymous on 4channel.org said he would let me see here. He said he would yes, fuck Wooloo in real life.
That's what the chat has said.
We can't discount that threat. He might follow up. He might follow through. Retaliation against the release of Sword and Shield. It's dangerous.
It is a dangerous.
We need to document it, forward it to the FBI. Like some poor Wooloo is going to get penetrated. Retaliation for a subpar video game.
Yeah,
does not agree with their own.
Why don't they do something about it?
Which brings me to the Has-Been Hotel pilot.
Okay, so he brings up Has-Been Hotel.
Oh no!
This is the third thing in his video that he brings up, and the reason he brings this up is to pat himself on the back and promises more content, more content from Has-Been Hotel. It was just a pilot episode, but he's talking as though it's going to be this full thing. But it kind of doesn't really apply, but we can just kind of power through it a little bit. It doesn't really have anything to really go over here.
I have made a video on it that took me 1 day to make, and it's done.
Okay, so you remember how I said
it took 1 day to make, and it shows.
Well, listen to me here. Just follow me. You remember that one video I made where I said what any tubers do is easy?
Yeah.
Well,
it's true.
It did take him 1 day to make, and he said, well,
it took 1 day.
Well, people were like, oh, I spent like a week making this video, or I spent a month because I care about quality. But
1 day.
But it takes 1 day. And trust me, it doesn't take long.
Now, that's talent, Necro. That's talent. You need to understand that's talent. He was up 24 consecutive hours, no sleep, making that video. Worked overtime.
Yeah, and
worked overtime, unpaid overtime to make this content.
I mean,
and just let me just look at the title here. Look at the title here. Has been hotel is offensive, and that's the point. Shut up. So if we assume he's dead fucking serious and not making another joke title.
Oh no, this wasn't a joke title. He needs that that validation because he saw that short.
Then what was that interspecies reviewers video? You know, if you weigh the two, has been hotel is offensive, and that's the point. Shut up. Well, interspecies reviewers is it's slightly etchy.
Yeah, it's supposed to be, it's edgy,
comedy,
and that's it's the point. It's offensive, and that's the point.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah, but this is the thing. He won't take down this. He won't take down the Has Been Hotel video, but he will take down this one.
Look at the numbers. Look at the numbers on that one.
Oh yeah,
he can't put that one down.
Yeah, I think it's 1.2 million or 1.1 million views on that video. He's not going to take that down.
The algorithm was servicing Has Been Hotel videos in the moment. He can't get rid of that.
No, he's not going to get rid of that. And because it talks almost against everything that he said in that video, which we're not going to go over. I promise this is like the last. This is the last video. I'm not doing it again next week. I can't. Like my brain, it's already going into overdrive here with this.
We don't need that reputation.
No, we don't need
this. Would become WattheWut reviewers, and I can't do it.
At least we would actually have, the quote honest review on these things.
an honest review.
Yeah, honest reviews of
Honestly.
Oh God.
Oh. From the comments, however, it's very clearly apparent that fan culture does not seem to come along with functioning brains. I mean, half of these people are disliking my video because
again.
Yeah. Okay. So
he loves doing that.
Sometimes I do speak out against some weird comments that I get, but he completely, when this video came out, took screenshots like these and put them out on Twitter because he wanted to make fun of these people, and now he gets to make fun of them now. And he shows
that dopamine.
Now this video,
he got an adrenaline rush putting those comments into that video.
I like this one. Stop being a little bitch. Suck it up, bussy, with the B.
Bussy.
If you don't like it, why watch it in the first place? Y'all just make yourself look stupider than you are. You need to fuck off. We don't need your stupid videos to say these things about them. They tried, okay? So just leave it alone. Very, very nicely said. Oh boy.
But the harsh wording, though.
Yeah.
4 words, even though with most of them, I agree with them. The show is meant to be offensive on purpose.
Okay, so Ishizoku Reviewers is meant to be... Oh, God damn it. It's supposed to be that way. Ishizoku Reviewers, as the fucking synopsis
what the what?
is...
Her titty is supposed to be that big. It is supposed to have the mass of a continent. Get over it.
It's Jesus Christ.
I say the show is good in the first few minutes. There, that's the premise. It's good. Go watch it.
Okay, it's good. Go watch it. Great. Ishizoku Reviewers it's good. Go watch it. People like it because it's a stupid, like, these guys are on a journey to literally fuck anything that moves. And that's the point of the show. So Has Been Hotel and Ishizoku Reviewers, in my opinion, are no different from each other.
Sex bad. Sex bad, going to hell good.
In the same vein, these people are blaming the outrage on people just not accepting the thing as a masterpiece. And while I do think Has Been Hotel is inspiring, and I do think that for a pilot it's very good, I never said it was a masterpiece.
Okay, that doesn't matter though.
Nobody accused you of saying it was a masterpiece, by the way.
Yeah, no, like, what are these? So... If you guys if you pay attention to like this next part of the video where he talks about Has Been Hotel, just in your brain, think about Ishizoku Reviewers and then apply what he's saying and just replace everything that Has Been Hotel is brought up in, replace it with Ishizoku Reviewers, and you have the same video. And then it makes him look foolish because Ishizoku Reviewers is doing this intentionally because that's the point of the show.
The show's visuals are not all perfect. The musical numbers to be seen is random due to how there's only 3 and not everything is funny. Does that mean that I think the
not everything is funny?
Yeah,
he said it. Look at that. He's fucking said it. Not everything is funny.
And even in Ishizoku Reviewers, he says it's not funny. Not everything is funny.
It's not funny.
Am I not allowed to still think something is good even though it has flaws?
No, I don't think so.
The thing is a pilot. It has room to grow. In the same vein, people coming from PK Russell's video are defending him with the epic "it's just his opinion" meme he spouted.
But it's
just an opinion, Mimi.
What the you just put out an opinion?
This guy. He said that.
That's his opinion. Like, it's fine to have opinions. Like, you have an opinion, WattheWut. That was your opinion that Ishizoku Reviewers is bad. Great. But now you're getting upset and calling people hypocrites when they disagree with you.
It's great you have an opinion, but don't talk like you're an authority on the matter. Come on.
And just, by the way, like, I don't even know who PK Russell is, but I don't know. We all have opinions. Some are good or some are bad, and mine are mostly bad. But
we all have our bad moments, guys. Come on, we all have our bad moments.
Gene's TV is Triple Q. Triple Q is WattheWut's best friend, by the way. Big ups Triple Q.
Which I can refute with that's just my opinion that his opinion is misguided and wrong, meaning that if we go with the logic that all opinions are right, then my opinion that his opinion is wrong is right, and you have no right to infringe upon my right to have an opinion.
That's my opinion!
Take a look at the points being made against him and realize that yes, he can be wrong. He can be criticized.
See, if you just throw like this last part of the video and you just put WattheWut in here, and then you just throw in Ishizoku Reviewers, you have literally the same video. That's probably why he privated it. This is why I believe he privated his video, because everything that he put in this last part about Has-Been Hotel applies to Ishizoku Reviewers. In fact, this whole video is against his own video.
If anything, it was unusually self-aware of him to private it.
It was weird. It was a weird.
Apparently he picked up on it real quick and said, "Okay, this one's got to go." But he privated it, so that means he's not about to let go of the numbers just yet. Whatever numbers he got off it.
Yeah, I think it moved him from, I think it was just around 8,000 subscribers to 23.8 that he's at now.
Wow.
Big ups. Big ups for the glow up right there. I'm not even upset.
I'll live it up for that.
However, do I think he's a shithead for not liking Has-Been Hotel? No, I just think his closed-mindedness and stupidity prevent him from being able to see things in a different light, which all of us are victims to.
You say stupidity?
But again, you have to look at things critically.
Again, recurring themes.
Yeah, it's...
Just because there are bad aspects to a thing does not mean that the whole thing is ruined. That's ridiculous. It is perfectly fine to have problems with something, and it is perfectly fine to express dissatisfaction with it. The point of this video is not to say that you can't do these things. The point is to remind people of who the directors complain.
But he went back to Sonic. So if we can have a problem with product and want it to grow into something, that we want to consume, what about Sonic? For some reason, the tone he had towards Sonic fans earlier is much different than his defense of Has-Been Hotel. Complain about the design, that bad. You can't do that. Whereas Has-Been Hotel, if you complain about the pilot, but hey guys, let's hold up, it's going to grow. It's going to grow. It's not perfect. Of course it's not perfect. But it'll get better. Your feedback will make it better.
Yeah, but that doesn't apply here. I mean,
is that so?
That doesn't apply right now. Come on, it's
everyone's so stupid. Everyone but me.
Yeah, yeah, that's great. I can't say the R word. Well, I might be able to, but it's very wheelchair symbol. So if you want to say the R word, you have to say the wheelchair. You have to put the wheelchair emoji.
So that's why you've been using that. I've seen you using that.
Oh yeah, that's the workaround.
I've seen it. Yeah.
That or you have to use SPED, because SPED is
handy capable. They're handy capable.
Yeah.
Complaints towards and to think about who it is you're affecting. I don't have any interest in the new Pokemon game, but I do have an interest in seeing all this unfair backlash that's causing stress for the people at Game Freak for things that they can't control.
Yeah, they can.
Clash.
This outrage is causing a hashtag like I stand with Sedabi that should not have to exist if it weren't for an overreaction that really should just be solved with people not buying the game.
Does he know that you can just make a hashtag?
Okay, so let's...
Does he know that you could just make a hashtag? You can make a hashtag. It's so easy. All you do is you just put the little pound symbol in there, and then you just type some shit there. Hashtag Big Meat for Necro, so that way we can go to Meatzilla for Anime Expo.
he would have a much more powerful position if he didn't bring up Has Been a Hotel.
Oh, well, that's the thing is he ruins his own videos by bringing up something else.
To bring up.
Mm-hmm.
That it undercut this whole thing. He's like, well, why not just don't buy it? Well, I didn't buy it, thank you, and I still, voiced my concerns about, the new trends. So now what? Now what happens? Am I still a low IQ nerd? Like, what's what's the take here?
the take is that he ruined his own video, and then he ruined the video after this with this video.
Jesus Christ. He's like a time traveler.
He is. See, he complained that Funimation doesn't have a time traveling device, but maybe WattheWut does, because maybe he saw that this video was bad and he made it anyways, and then he's able to
sabotage his own shit well before it even happens.
By the way, that is the correct hashtag. By the way, hashtag Big Meat for Necro. Meatzilla.
Big Meat for Necro.
I want the Meatzilla sponsorship. They don't have to pay me money. I just want a free burger. That's all.
I am very glad that studios like Paramount and directors like Jeff Fowler are able to listen to fan outrage, unlike someone like Rian Johnson, and fix rightful complaints. And in the case of the Sonic film, the complaints were justified. But what so many people who only care about seeing a better Sonic always forgot was that there were people working as hard as they can to make you happy.
That's the dude. Does he write scripts? Like, wait, I gotta check this again. I know I asked this earlier.
WattheWut does write scripts.
So he writes scripts?
He does.
Then why is this a walking fucking paradox?
Because
he never take English? Wait a minute. Whoa. Hold up. I'm onto something. Hold up. Is he still in school?
I'm pretty sure he's a college student.
His professors are failing him. Please run your script through your professor, literature professor, writing professor. Science professor. Let the scientist look at it.
See, I learned from last week.
Bring it to the science team. Bring it to the science team.
Yeah, the science team.
Because the thesis here, you have your thesis statement, and then everything about your paper is stumbling over itself. I'm in pain. Right now.
I make this joke a couple of times on Discord or sometimes on Twitter. Not really, but it's like anti-tubers, particularly people like Under the Scope in this case, WattheWut, they always say that they love something, but then they also hate it because that's clever writing. I like X, but I also hate X. Like, you should be able to criticize. Like, trust me, they think it's
I love anime, but everyone else that likes it are cringe. And it's like, gee, thanks, man. That's wonderful. You're really, really a valued member of the community.
Yes, he has a very contrarian
I'm happy you're here.
People who are in this position because a corporation mandated that they execute the product as such, and we're now paying the price for it, and we take that for granted.
Product 66.
Well, if it's not a good product, people will let you know it's not a good product. Case in point, Google Stadia. Where's Google Stadia?
It's still around, actually. This is unrelated. This is related, but it's unrelated. Coworker approached me because I'm obviously the gamer of the entire building. Nobody comes close. That's actually true. But he approached me. He says, "Oh, did you hear about Google's gaming service? Man, Microsoft and Sony are really stepping up like the cross-play and stuff, right? Google's got this thing where you can play Xbox and PlayStation games." And I was like, "What?" It's like, yeah. You just plug it into your TV and it connects to the internet, and you can play Xbox. You can play your Xbox and PlayStation games on it. And I was like, "Talking about the Stadia? No, you have to buy those games. You have to buy them from Google."
Oh, boy.
And he was like, "Oh, well, that's so much different than what I thought it was."
You see, like...
He was instantly deflated. He was like, "Oh." Can you imagine him getting a Google Stadia? Can you imagine him getting a Stadia and being like, "What the fuck? Where's my Xbox Live login?" Wait a minute. Wait a minute, I can't sign into Xbox Live on this thing.
Oh, wait a minute. This is laggy and it doesn't work? Wait, you're telling me that I have to have a code? And I have to buy the games?
I did explain all of that to him.
Oh, no.
I explained how it worked. I explained how it streams. I explained that he had to buy all the games again. And he was like, "Oh, well, never mind that." And I was like, "Yeah, Yeah.
Basically, what I'm saying is that
by the way, this is the end of his video. Let me go ahead and just show you that this is the TLDR
Bullying
version. So
works.
he thinks that this is it.
everyone should go watch the Sonic movie in theaters on February 14th. Not sponsored. Sword and Shield should be remade, but this time with everything being a cute anime girl. And you should subscribe for more Has-Been Hotel content.
By the way, that's
What the fuck is wrong with him?
there's no more. There's no more What the What. There is none. There is no more Has-Been Hotel. It was a pilot. I mean, until they make more, obviously. There's nothing else. What content are you gonna make about the one episode? The one.
He'll get around to it. He'll get around to it. Maybe he'll chronicle mad fans of Has Been Hotel and call that Has Been Hotel content. You never know. You never know.
I wish I did. I wish I kind of knew.
Hey guys, everyone should go see Sonic the Hedgehog in theaters. The looks on their faces
Would be
when we
priceless.
actually show up to see something that we wanted to see. It will be hilarious.
It kind of pains me in a way because it's like, what? Why? Why does he do this? By the way,
I like anime girls too, but this dude takes it to another extreme. There's an incompatibility between him and everything else. And I don't. Maybe you know what? Maybe it's YouTube. Maybe YouTube has ruined this man.
YouTube in my short time of doing it, it does
Joy
take a
and
toll on me.
optimism gone. You know.
By the way, DSP is streaming.
Of course, I'm going to pick Street Fighter 2, but we're playing Alpha 3. All right, Saddam or Dan? I'll go for Saddam.
This is going to be great.
Saddam is
I'll
my
go for
favorite,
Azum
by the
Saddam.
way.
I'm probably going to get by.
You're going to see
That's
DSP.
that's
probably,
my workout goals.
He should win this.
My workout goals.
I know this is like the
Get him,
end part of the
Saddam.
stream.
Get him.
This is the end part of the stream, if you're wondering. So we're just gonna see DSP do this game here in not the best resolution. I didn't have it planned. This is an unplanned DSP stream. But yeah, in my short experience of actually doing
I got him with a
YouTube-
level 3 super. Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me?
That's like Street Fighter Alpha.
Super combo finish.
But I don't know. YouTube in my short time of doing it is just weird. It's a weird enigma because when you're making content, it feels good when you're first starting out. It feels great because you're just like, I like doing this and it's for fun, and I still feel that way. Now, What, however, does not feel that way. He feels as though you have to
chase the numbers.
Yeah, you have to chase the numbers.
Get the numbers.
And if you only focus on numbers on YouTube, you will go nowhere. Even what's his name? It's a Gundam. He said that in a video when he was talking about the Twitch girls, the Twitch streamer girls. Like, they only focus on numbers and how much they can get paid. But if that's all you focus on every single day, you're not going to get anywhere. And if you do, then it's not going to be for a long time. YouTube is a goal, and the subscriber number is your high score. Kind of true in a weird way. YouTube to me is at least when I started out, and still even to this day, I wanted to have a small community of people that like to do the same things that I do, watch anime, and do all that other stuff.
Can we find people like that? Where can we find people like that?
At the Comfortable Gene stream on Twitch.tv.
No. not that big yet. Not that big yet.
One day we'll get there. When we have to play Borrow Trauma again, so I can fail at it miserably.
You're right. Yeah, if we could get a Borrow Trauma crew again, that'd probably work.
Or
it's been a while. We need to do that. I think they added like new monsters too.
Oh,
so
God.
It's still developing. It's good.
It's still more terrifying than usual.
Oh, dude, having a mud raptor chew straight through the hull and come barreling down the corridor at you is terrifying. And it comes so fast. You're like, oh yeah, there's a leak in this room. Yeah, I'll just open the door here, and oh yes, there's two mud raptors.
I got something that's
I'm
going
to
of
close this door now.
For people, we'll do it next week. So that way we can talk about someone a little bit different. So I'm gonna give you guys a sneak peek. I told you about this, Jeans, because this was on the Gene stream month ago or so. So we got to talk about our man Hyrule here, Hyrule Bard, or as he's known now.
That did happen. We did talk about that at length.
It's a Pirate Canvas. I don't think it's Pirate Canvas Gaming, is it? No, it is. Big ups. There he is. There he is, boys. Pirate Canvas Gaming. He renamed himself because it's no longer
and understandably rebranded. Oh, hey, we can donate.
Oh, you can donate right here. If you would like to help.
Donate button. Go for it.
Wait, I don't even have my Streamlabs set up. I only have like the links.
Ring the little bell
in my description.
Ring the little bell.
No, I'm not following him. I will not give him that satisfaction. He's actually terrible. But we'll talk about him next week. Because
I'm excited to see it.
The lore. We did talk about it like on a morning stream.
The lore.
Like a long time ago.
I remember. Like, come on.
And,
very small brain. Remember, WattheWut has made the compelling case that we have very small brains.
Of course, we're not true adults, and we haven't made it through puberty yet. So
made it through puberty yet.
So
very small brain.
Pickups Edgy said, "What's Twitter is either complaining about criticism, love live, or shilling his friends." And Timaeus also said, and blocking. Yeah, he blocked me, and I had him muted, so I didn't have to see his tweets, and then he just blocked me anyways.
And of course, he tweets from behind the block at you. It's pretty amusing.
No, Spooky, you're thinking of a different one. I did my own stream about a Pirate Canvas on my channel like a long time ago. And that's kind of what I want to do, like more morning streams, because a lot of the people in the UK, Pickups the UK, they can't really attend at these hours because they're already asleep.
So we want mornings. I can try. Let me think. Saturday mornings would work.
So it's just do another one tomorrow morning.
The weekdays I work. The weekdays I work, man. Come on. And some weekends I might have funerals, but we can work around that kind of. Morning funerals? I don't think those really happen.
Oh wait, DSP lost and now he's talking? Because that's usually what happens. Or he's playing Alex. That would be the only way.
Is he talking shit? Poor man.
I got him! Holy shit, I beat him!
Oh, we got him.
No idea what I'm doing. I beat him. Oh my god.
Incredibly
what I
based.
was doing.
God, DSP is the
no idea what he was doing. I do that I play Guilty Gear XR. I button mash.
God, oh, he loves Street Fighter Alpha. Let's he loves Alpha 3. This is what he's been playing all night.
I respect Street Fighter Alpha. I respect that.
I really kind of wish that Street Fighter 5 had more characters from the prior games to come to this to the 5. Like I wish I had these characters.
I think I have Alpha on my Sega Saturn. I think that's how I tried to get into it. I tried to play it on my Sega Saturn. It's not a bad thing. It's just there's so many games.
Yeah, DSP enjoys wait, look at this right here. DSP enjoys a rage-filled session of throwback Street Fighter. Rage-filled, but he's been winning, and this is the thing about DSP. He'll win. He knows
his rep, though. Let's be real.
Well, yeah, he's not a bad Street Fighter player, but if he loses, he complains, and it's about oh, dude, it's so laggy, dude.
No. I think everybody in the room here is very familiar with DSP.
Some of them aren't, but don't worry, we'll get into it.
I'm just saying, rage-filled. It doesn't surprise me he would put that there.
A game I want to see more of is Capcom versus SNK 2 Mark of the Millennium. And no one's playing it. This is so sad.
What game is that?
It is probably one of the best games. I actually really like this game. I love it a lot. It's one game that I first played in arcades, and then I later got the PS2 version of the game.
Oh, okay.
Big up Silent Scope for playing this game still.
I need to play. Was it SNK Tag Team Heroines? I need to play it.
I still have that game for my Switch. I don't have.
I bought it. I put it in my Switch, installed it, and all that. And then I went to play. River City Girls? Just too many games at once, man. There's too many games at once. I couldn't win against the barrage of games I bought that Christmas.
By the way, Rock Terry and I would probably interchangeably use Terry or Joe in this game, and I think it was like the C style one or whatever it is. they used to have. It's great. I do have River City Girls. I do want to play that because
it stunned me that it doesn't have like online multiplayer. I feel it should. Now
Yeah.
I'm sure on Steam it can do that remote play together, which it probably runs amazing. I mean, we tried it with Metal Slug, and let's be real,
it's
Metal
Groove.
Slug,
They're
you
grooves
can't
in this
lag. You can't lag in Metal Slug, or otherwise you die.
Yes.
So the remote play together worked so well that I have no doubt if we did River City Girls on Steam, it would probably work great.
Yeah, I really like this game. So I use C Groove, which was very basic bitch of me, but I really like the C Groove, and I haven't quite had the energy to learn the other ones except for the A Groove, which it gives you kind of like a one and done, but I do like this.
I'm sure I could find the article to make the case that your particular style of play, very small brain.
I'd be okay. I actually I didn't play it on or before then. I'd only played it on the PS2 and the arcade, and I was pretty decent at it. But then my friends invited me over to play it on the GameCube at one point in time, and the buttons are so much more different. So they obviously were playing against each other, but I was somehow miraculously winning against them. Now these weren't like high skill plays, but they were
nice.
But you know,
Dude, man, talking about high skill plays, man, this is freaking bullshit. You know, dare I utter the words? BS. But I went to a gaming tournament, right? And they had a bunch of games playing. I think I finished maybe second in the Overwatch free for all they did. I played Reaper, by the way. I love me some Reaper. And the other guy admitted that I had him on the ropes the entire final match, because I was always just behind him on score, but then he would get a lucky just streak on a bunch of morons, and I wouldn't be able to catch up. So, anyways, more importantly, Smash Brothers. Who really understands Smash Bros? Nobody.
One channel on YouTube, and I can find it for you. There's actually a really good video that shows
point is
about
just one, but this kid who swept the tournament. It was I'm not kidding, by the way.
Thank you, Willie, for the beautiful 2 years.
This guy right here.
Hey, thank you. Please do.
7 years old.
Again by your excellence. Welcome back. I know, me too, Asbury. It's bad. It's bad. But it's not bad.
It's me.
I'm so new to them.
Can you say hi to my chat on YouTube? I'm showing you them, so say hi. Necro, I got you, baby. Guys, shout out to my boy Necro. He's been fucking a part of this stream, honestly, for longer than 15 months. Always showing love.
This is terrific.
He was here. I believe Necro was here from day one of my stream too. Yeah. So shout out to everybody over at Necro's stream. I hope you guys are fucking having a good one tonight. Happy Friday. I hope you guys have your anime tits
This is
out.
wholesome. Happy Friday.
Anime titties out. You heard the
God
man.
bless you. Necro's the man, guys. And shout out to you, Necro, dude. I hope the streams are going good. I hope YouTube's going good. Weird world over there. God bless you, YouTube people. Yeah.
This is crazy. It's we're looking at each other through a tube, winding
it's
tube.
Great. Yeah. This is, if you guys don't know who Michael is.
Twitch is staring at us.
He's a very good friend of mine. He's the old Vine star that people know him for, like the angry guy at work ones, or the techno waffle frisbee, where he would chuck out his waffles to techno music. Yeah, this is this guy.
I should kind of dig the hair. I'm kind of mad jelly. I have to cut my hair.
Yeah, so you guys should
very upset with myself.
Give him some good old.
I feel very inadequate in the hair department right now.
By the way, since WattheWut can shill for other people, we're gonna shill for some good friends of mine, right there.
Hell yeah, shill the boy.
Pickups.
Put that link in the chat. Put it in the chat.
I did. It is there. Blue Shift was here earlier. He was here at the beginning of the stream. He plays Mobile Suit Gundam Battle Operation 2. I'm sure
Operation. Gelgoogs are.
And I guess he's playing
ridiculous.
Love Now. Maybe. He's on there. He's doing something.
Truly a classic in mecha anime.
I do like G Gundam's the best one. I'm not my stance will not change on this whatsoever. I love it. Alan B. Beardsley, just Google it. Big ups to Fleppy.
I don't know, snuff. I feel like it's got snuff in it.
Kind of.
very distant observation of Muv-Luv. It's one of those things where it's always been on my to-do list. But I'm sitting there like, I think a lot of characters get killed in this thing. They get eaten by
the first episode of that show.
By the little head-munching monsters.
Can I like show that on my YouTube stream? It should be fine, right? If I go to YouTube and I find it, I'm pretty sure I could like show it, and everything would be fine. So,
I guess it goes.
So like Muv-Luv Alternative. I don't know if you guys have seen that one. We could find it.
Does everybody die? Does everybody die?
I mean, it's people in I think it's episode 2, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember correctly.
2?
I think it's in episode 2 because it takes a long time for them to get into that.
At all. You only just got to know these characters.
Oh yeah, episode
2?
Yeah, and it's a long process. I don't think I can.
Time to die.
It's not on YouTube for some reason, so that means we can technically do this.
Good.
I think it's
this is terrible.
If I can watch it, I'm not going to watch it through awful Crunchyroll. Excuse me.
Don't kill the anime girl. Not the anime girl-arino.
Oh yeah, they do die, and it hits.
That's a good hecking girlfriendo.
Girlfriendo, yeah. They think they're on a safe mission, and that doesn't happen.
Necro, what are you doing? What are you luring me into right now? What is this? Oh wow, that's her optimism.
Her optimism
restored.
Yeah. There's one part that's I know it's like kind of near the end.
What?
Hang on a second.
No, this is gonna end. This is gonna end really well. They're in really tough mechs, man. They're good.
Maybe.
Hell yeah.
I actually don't remember too much of it.
Fight them, yeah. Whoa!
Yeah, okay, yeah. Sorry, chat.
No.
Sorry, chat. Here, this is. I have to watch it on the My Anime List website. So a lot of these people, they get eaten alive by these things. Can I can full screen this?
Nah, the armor's pretty tough though. The armor's pretty tough though, right? Oh no.
No.
Oh no.
I think this is the episode, if I remember correctly.
Hunter. Oh.
Like I said, I haven't seen this in years. So this, for all I know, this could be the episode. This is unfortunately
seppuku.
They try.
They try.
Yeah. Okay. So there's one part.
What are the creatures? Are the creatures anti-suicide?
This is almost. Unironically, this is almost like
oh my god,
Death Stranding.
Took her attention off once.
This is almost like Death Stranding. Very real stuff here. If you guys haven't seen the show, it's okay.
They're doing fine. They're doing fine.
Yeah, they do fine for a little while. I'm gonna skip ahead if I can.
What do you mean a little while? She's cute. Oh my man, I'm trying to decide which one gets killed right now.
Well,
don't spoil it. Don't spoil it. I'm trying to figure out who gets taken out in this
group. Gets Roblox oofed? It's not her. Just spoiler alert, it's not, because that's.
She's got the mech with the special color.
Yeah.
She can't die. It's a special colored mech.
It's exactly it, and that becomes the very generic plot for this moving forward.
Those other two dudes are playing with fucking fire right now.
Yeah, they kind of are.
They're running ahead. Don't go out.
I have not seen this.
Like I said, they're running ahead.
Just hang on, chat.
Bonk.
I could put like audio on.
That's
I just
so
don't
cute.
know how loud it's gonna be. That's the only.
You see
thing
that? That was adorable. She was spinning.
Oh yeah, of course.
That's a good trick.
Here, hang on. Maybe. Now I think this might be it. There's a part.
Oh, she woke up. Okay, she's okay. She made it.
I wish they could like show me thumbnails here because I would really love to see like the part that this is at.
Oh my god, she's got cute short hair.
Oh yeah, she has short hair for now, until like later.
Ruined. You're telling me she gets ruined.
No, she just grows her hair out because of the mental trauma.
Oh, understandable. You know what? No, if that's what helps her, take it. That's fine.
I can't remember.
I respect her decision.
Okay, I think this is the part.
What's the part? Oh, look, hey, we got another mech here. That's cool. We got backup.
No, there is no backup. I mean, technically there is.
Let's go, guys.
You're like, what's gonna happen here?
Nani?
No, there's.
They woke up before you, obviously. Like they're somewhere nearby.
Sure. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, I'm not gonna spoil. Like this is episode 2.
They probably took up a position. Oh wow, look at all this strawberry jam.
The strawberry jam out here. Wait.
Oh, this is crazy.
Hang on a second. There we go. Now,
Bro,
now
I'm
I have
missing the
audio.
good parts. There we go.
Here we go. Now there's audio with it. Pickups. This
what-
is the part.
what's still
This
down
is
there?
the part. So
What is that?
a couple of her
Like
friends are
people down
already
there?
dead, but
Oh!
yeah, some of them are already dead.
Oh! Not the girl with the glasses. What the fuck, man?
Yeah, don't worry.
Oh,
There's
how is
another
she so
one.
fucking calm? They're snacking on her like fucking chicken wings.
It gets worse.
What?
Yeah, you're like,
Wait,
how
what
can,
are you talking about?
How
What
can
do you mean
this
it gets worse?
How could you possibly make this worse? Well, that's because
Feeding her, and then they're gonna eat me.
Kind of, but her friend is in there that they rip
Yeah,
open.
well, are they alive? I mean, oh, please don't be alive. Just be dead from the impact.
No,
Yeah,
they're
at least
not.
be unconscious. At least be unconscious. Oh, they're opening it up. Oh no. They smell blood. They know. They know.
They do. She tries. She
Oh
tries.
no, they know.
Oh yeah, they know. This
Get
is
the
like,
gun. Where's the gun? Where's the sidearm in the cockpit? Oh fuck!
Oh, that doesn't happen. But I'm
No?
just gonna. What the
Second wind. Get your second wind. Where's the adrenaline burst? Come on!
There is no mercy kill here.
Where's the grenade? Get the grenade.
There is none of that either.
Me?
Yeah, there is no mercy kill. But look, she wants her to shoot her because she doesn't have a gun,
Shoot.
right?
Come on, just shoot. Just do it. Please, just do it.
She wants her to end her life so she doesn't have to suffer being killed by these.
Death
these
Stranding
things.
shit. You're right. It's literally gonna get ripperonied into pieces. Oh my god, we missed!
She misses every shot.
Done. Oh my god, this isn't the time.
Every shot. She could have saved her friend from this awful death.
And even the creatures like kind of know what's up.
Yeah, the
They're just
creature's like,
yep.
what the hell are you doing?
What do you? I mean, sure, yeah. We'll wait for you to calm down a little bit. Off we go.
Yep, that's the end of it. And,
You're done. You're done shooting at us. All
yeah,
right. Nom, 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 nom.
Yeah, that was the end. So.
Typical fucking woman. Well, no. It's not even that she couldn't kill her friend correctly. It's that she had to screw over her friend and make her suffer more.
Yeah,
typical woman thing to do to another woman.
She tried. She really
Oh,
did.
you're having a hard time? I'm gonna make this worse.
She could have saved her.
Bye bye.
Well, I mean, not literally, but
Mike, that's Muv Love.
yeah, Muv Love.
See,
It's it there.
Again, I just kind of follow it at a very far distance, but I've always been kind of aware. I've kind of always been aware.
Yes, you do.
I understand, Dragon, you need to understand. Shooting her friend would have lessened her pain. When you shoot, you want to, obviously cause harm. But in this case, it would have been a mercy killing. And we can't have that. That's the easy way out.
Of course. And now we have my man Blue Shift here playing it. He's gonna experience. Well, I mean, it's technically already over in this game, I believe. I don't know much about the lore, but apparently.
Did we get everybody back? Did we get everybody back?
No, we don't get back.
No,
I don't think. I think this game takes place after the fact. I think.
Well, it's good. It's good. I didn't watch the first episode and get attached to the clumsy girl with the glasses because that would have been unfortunate.
Yeah. Boy.
Very unfortunate to roll into episode 2.
There's a lot of people here, including DSP, that we need to watch stream. But we can talk about all that later. We did it. We got under the 2-hour mark, and it's not gonna take us 2 hours and a half.
Drax, you don't understand. I'm sure the girl with the glasses, the little klutz. She had a lot going for her.
Technically, that does happen. So she, like the girl that just got Roblox oofed, she technically is then rewritten into the male character, who is then the main character through the entire series. Funimation has the rights to that, so they'll probably strike this video. So big ups.
Funimation, rise up!
Funimation gang, rise up!
Funi gang, rise up!
By the way, oh god, loud guy with the motorcycle, big ups. He's just out there. But yeah, that's Muff Love, and that's our wonderful Gene's TV stream for today.
Reaction to top 10 anime deaths. Maybe we ought to consider that.
Do you want me to just play like
Blood
Blood Sea all over again? Because those are they're not
we'll
brutal.
Talk about it.
They're just funny.
We'll talk about this later. But anyways, as you were saying, this is Necro Gene's TV.
We're gonna come up with a real name soon.
On stream here.
We
do need a real name. Leave your ideas for names in the comments below. I promise we'll read them.
Oh yeah, we will. And
we've been struggling with a name for what this is.
Yeah, and
what is this?
I could pull a DSP and make you guys tip me to get the funniest name or the best one, but we're not $500,000 in debt, so
highest donation wins. Highest donation wins.
That's right. Top contributor of the night gets to the top contributor.
And we measure the value of contribution by whether or not we like the name.
So someone Emiliano excuse me, said the Red Hour with Necro and Gene. That's kind of good. I really like that, to be honest. So okay, so before I do leave chat, I do have a video that's in the works, and I was gonna put it on the Necro Minis channel where I'm gonna like kind of move these streams, but we'll see where it ends up at. I don't know. Scarlet Symphony is also really good, but that might be a good name.
Oh my god, she's cute.
There are cute girls in Muv Love.
Holy shit. And you know, maybe that's why I've never watched it, because I just know bad things happen to them.
I don't know much about it.
You know, I knew just enough about Muv Love to say, you're not tricking me.
Yeah, it's
not today.
People do get they get yeeted really quick.
I saw nails go through Satoko's fingers, and no, not tricking me.
Oh wow, the zoom in on the Blue Shift doesn't know that we're watching him. By the way,
tender warmth.
Let's tell him that we are.
Right amount of give. It's good shit. It's good shit.
Is just getting a little bit too close there,
huh? He'll read it right now.
Oh, she opened her eyes. And, oh, it's beautiful.
What is he doing here? Is he reading the chat and being...
He's enjoying the experience, I'm sure.
Uh-oh, he knows now.
Mm-hmm.
He knows now. He read it. Now he's going over here, and he's going to watch us watching him, and then we're going to be stuck in a paradigm. But yeah, I do need to get onto the charity stream, which I'll do myself. So unless Jeans wants to stop by, we can arrange that where we drink for a good cause, and we will actually have a drinking game. Maybe. Well, I want to do actual drinking.
Muv Love. The writing of Muv Love right now. We'll talk about future things.
Oh, he has a stream on his phone, so big ups.
We have a maid?
Great. Oh, look at this.
We're caught.
We're done. We're done now.
We're buzzing, boys. All right, shut it down.
But I do like hang on, I gotta scroll up a little bit. I do like Scarlet Symphony. I do like that name with Jeans and Necro. I think that might be it. Do you think that that's a good one, or do you think that we need more pizzazz?
We'll see.
It'll be like the name of our bar, the Scarlet Symphony.
Fair enough.
I like that. See, I was just focused on drinking because that's what I like to do.
OCs both have red hair.
You did it.
Scarlet, that works.
I like it. I did listen to you guys last week about the sound clips, so I got the Kekken yell, which is that one. And then I do have the DSP help. And I also have the Wings of Redemption one.
Look here! Look, listen!
It's great. We added a lot of stuff. So if there's more clips that you wanted to add in, then we can throw those into
Escape to Scarlet Symphony.
Scarlet Symphony. Let's go ahead and just rename it so that way I don't forget.
Escape. I like that. Escape to Scarlet Symphony.
Oh yeah. Let's do that.
We've escaped from whatever you call the rest of the internets to Scarlet Symphony. I'm just gonna drink. I'm gonna type up Pokemon. Type up Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, I'll make a channel for that. We're gonna
cute
make
girls. This works.
Necro, I do want to add that one in. I can't take this shit no more. I love it. Wings, he's giving us all the copy pastas.
Can't take it anymore.
I can't take this shit no more. He just
was he crushing one of his controllers at that moment?
I think he had threw it prior.
Okay.
Add Bunty, I'm a cunt.
Jesus Christ.
We need the Mamma Mia. If you guys send them to me on Twitter. That way I can actually see them. Because like Discord's a little dicey sometimes, but actually hang on. Do I have like I don't have it readily available, but I'll tell you guys later. But thank you for another wonderful stream, chat, and we'll be again next week. And if we are in the mood tomorrow morning, I think we might do another. We might cover Hyrule tomorrow morning if we can coordinate it. If not, obviously we'll.
Oh no, you're not getting me Saturday morning.
Oh, not tomorrow.
No. Once a week.
Okay, so we'll condense it. We'll do next Saturday morning is our weekly stream.
Perfect.
So that way we can rest on a Friday night. Home Alone on a Friday night. Well, you're awesome.
Science team.
Yeah, we can do that Saturday morning. So Saturday morning next week. We'll figure out a time at some point, but we'll definitely be ready for that because I already have the things needed for it. You can do an outro this time. I did one last week, but you can.
What? I need to do the outro?
That's right.
Oh my God! So what goes into an outro? Let me think here. This has all been, let's be real, off the cuff, no scripts. Because why would you ever act any of this out? Hey, chat. Thanks for coming out, for checking out the Escape to Scarlet Symphony with Jeans TV and Necro 13. We will see you next week. Shit. See, I got it out of order. Just cut it. Just turn it off. Do it now.